You ever have those days, or maybe even weeks, where you feel like you're just kind of going through the motions, living on autopilot? So many of us do. But what if you could actually grab the steering wheel and design a life that feels truly intentional, vibrant, and, well, fulfilling? Today, we're going to do just that. We're building the blueprint. And this quote, it really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Without a map, without a clear destination, we just drift. And hey, drifting can be nice for a little while, but it's not a great strategy for building a life you absolutely love. So this explainer is all about creating that map. And to guide us, we're diving into the amazing tools and strategies from Victoria Alexander's Life Planning Workbook. Seriously, think of this as our instruction manual. It's going to help us become the architects of our own lives, giving us a practical guide to build a foundation for our healthiest, most vibrant selves.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to figure out where you are right now with a tool called the Life Wheel. Then we'll do a little time travel to create a really exciting vision for your future. After that, we'll break that big vision down into real yearly goals. And finally, we'll get into the daily habits that actually make it all happen.
Okay, first things first. Before you can map out a route to anywhere new, you have to know your current location, right? Your starting coordinates. So that's exactly where we're going to start, getting a really clear, really honest picture of where you are today. So the first tool we're going to use is called the Life Wheel. And trust me, this is way more than just a checklist. It's a super powerful visual exercise. It basically gives you a 360-degree snapshot of your life, showing you how satisfied you are in all the key areas, career, health, relationships, the whole shebang. It helps you see where you're really thriving and where things might need a little love. So as we walk through this, I want you to really think about your own life. What would your wheel look like if you drew it right now? Would it be balanced and rolling along smoothly? Or would it be a little bumpy, a little lopsided? Just getting aware of that is a huge first step. So how does it work? It's super simple, really. Just 3 steps. First, you pick about 8 key areas of your life. Think career, money, health, fun, stuff like that. Second, you just rate how satisfied you are in each area on a scale from 1 to 10. And finally, you connect the dots. The shape you get gives you this instant visual of your life's balance. You'll see your strengths and the areas that might need more of your focus. All right, so we've got a handle on the present. Now for the really fun part, designing your future. This step is all about deciding where you actually want to go. So let's do a little time traveling and create a vision that's so clear and exciting, it just naturally pulls you forward. Now, the workbook kicks this process off with some pretty deep questions, because before you can picture the what, you really have to understand your why. What is it you're truly longing for? What gets you fired up? What inspires you? Finding that answer, that's the fuel for your whole journey. Okay, with that why in your mind, let's jump forward a decade, 10 years from now. Where are you? And listen, this is a no-limits exercise. Don't worry about how you'll get there yet, just dream. What does your most vibrant, healthy, amazing life look like? Get specific. Paint a really detailed picture. Okay, that 10-year vision is awesome. Now let's reel it in just a little bit closer. What's the halfway point look like? What's happening 5 years from now? By defining this 5-year milestone, that giant 10-year vision suddenly starts to feel way more real, way more achievable. It puts a big, important pin on your map. A vision without a plan is pretty much just a daydream. So this next part is absolutely crucial. It's all about translating that big, beautiful vision into actual, concrete steps you can start taking, right away. The secret here is to work backward from your dream. You start with that big 10-year vision. Then you ask yourself, okay, to get there, what 5-year milestones do I need to hit? And from there, so what do I need to accomplish in the next year? And then you break it down even more. What are my goals for next month? See? By reverse engineering it, even the biggest goals stop feeling so intimidating. Now let's get down to brass tacks with your 1-year action plan. The workbook has you think not just about what you'll do, but also how you'll grow. So you ask yourself, what specific books will I read to learn what I need to learn? What courses or workshops will I take to get the skills I need? This is about actively equipping yourself for the adventure ahead. So we've gone from a 10-year vision all the way down to a 1-year plan. Now we're going to zoom in, all the way in. Because at the end of the day, your dream life isn't built in a few giant leaps. It's built brick by brick through the small, consistent things you do every single day. This is it. This is where the real magic happens, in your daily power-up routine. Just imagine starting every single day with a clear intention, pushing your comfort zone just a little bit,
Giving yourself a few genuine compliments to build up that self-trust. Grounding yourself in gratitude. These aren't just items on a checklist. These are the core practices for building real momentum and lasting wellness.
And that really brings us to the core message of this whole thing. It's not about waiting for some perfect moment or for circumstances to be just right. It's about realizing that right now, today, you can start building. The power to create the life you truly want is already in your hands.
So let's bring it all back to this very moment. Forget the 10-year plan for a second. With everything we've just talked about, what's one small thing you can do today, right now? How are you going to challenge your comfort zone, even just a tiny bit? Because that's where your new life begins.